Good morning, guys. Good morning. It's 10:31 here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Just got back from welcome, by the way. Just got back from the pet store to get my dogs their doggy food. I love the store I go to. After, it takes a long time, but after 12 bags of food, you get one free. In my case, it takes forever because I get the great big bags, which lasts a little over 2 months for both of my dogs. So, it takes a while. But she told me, 5 more and you get a free one. So maybe in another half a year or more. I don't know. But it's neat to get a free one. Because they're expensive. They're almost $60 a bag, so I don't mind getting a free one. Anyway, guys, yesterday in my video I talked about music and how it can affect you. I just want to make another video today about what might make your life a little less painful and hurtful, because, you know, guys, there's so many things that can cause us so much emotional turmoil, isn't there? There's a lot. There's an awful lot. One of the other things that I had to stop in my life, I can't have any pictures up of people who have passed on or people who just aren't in my life anymore for whatever reason. But particularly like family and that type of thing. Oh no, I had to put the pictures away. I used to have one out of my mother and father. It was a wonderful picture. But every time I walked by it, it hurt. That's me. I know a lot of you are going to say, oh, I love to look at my mom and dad or whoever. I know that and I understand that. But in my case, it caused me too much pain. Every time I would walk by and look at that picture, it would just hurt too much that my mom and dad were gone. Same with my brother, my sister. Couldn't do it anymore. I had to say, you know what, enough. Enough of that little oh in the heart when I would see their picture. Because guys, now that I'm older, I mean I'm 70 now, I am looking for any and everything that can make my life easier, less painful, less hurtful, because there's too much out there already that causes a lot of, you know, turmoil or hurt or pain or whatever in life. There's just too much out there. So in my little world where I live, I have to make it as comfortable as I can. I just have to. This is my sanctuary. This is, you know, your home, wherever you live, whether it's a house, an apartment, a mobile home, maybe you're, you know, renting a room from somebody, whatever, or you live in a van. There are people who are living in their vans and things. Make it your little sanctuary and make it as comfortable as possible. And in my case, it was like no to the pictures. I only have pictures right now of my daughter's wedding and pictures of my grandkids. That's it. Nothing else. No more. I put all those away because they just hurt too much. And, you know, I know a lot of you are different where it's going to be like, no, I love looking at them. And I get that. I do. Like my sister, for instance, when I told her I had to put all the pictures away, she's the opposite. She finds comfort in looking at them. I don't. I find hurt. Like, I miss them too much. Can't do this. So that's just me, guys. And you know, there are a lot of things in life that we need to do to make our life, you know, less emotional, especially as we get older. Less emotional, less hurtful, you know, less, I don't know, complicated in a lot of ways. And I even had to put away a couple of things that belonged, you know, to my parents that I used to have out in my living room. I had to put them away. I was like, it's too much for me. And I know there are other people like that too. You know, it's not just me. There are other people who, you know, they look at something that belongs to someone who has passed on or just isn't in their life anymore, and it's like, oh man. So yeah, I don't care. I'm at the stage of life right now where I just feel it's very important to make the world inside my home peaceful and comforting. And I wasn't getting comfort from looking at the pictures of the ones I love that have passed on. It wasn't bringing me comfort. So I said, okay, time to just put them away. Right, baby? Right. Yeah. Yes, my babies. I can't even have pictures of my dogs that have passed up. Can't do that either. I just can't have pictures of them. And to tell you how it affects me so much, I have a big old tote of pictures, you know, from long ago when everybody used to take pictures and actually get them developed and you got to hold them and look at them, you know. I have a big old tote filled with pictures. I can't go through them. One day when I decided to put all the pictures, I put them in gallon baggies just to keep them protected, right? I was, got something in my eye. I was separating them to put them in each of their containers, and as I was going through them to put them in the baggies, oh my God, my heart just hurt. Oh my God, pictures from my kids when they were real little, when they were babies, when they were growing up, pictures of my family, pictures of all my dogs. Oh my gosh, by the time I was done going through that tote and putting all the, you know, filling each baggie with pictures, good Lord, I was crying. I was crying. I was depressed. I was down. I was like, oh my God, you know. Yeah, that's how it got to me. It really got to me. The hurt was intense. It actually took me a couple of days to get over that, guys. It was such an emotional thing that I felt drained. You know that feeling when you're emotionally drained? It actually wears your body down for a day or two or more. Yeah, it took me a couple of days to get all these images kind of out of my head of everything that I looked at. Whew, it was tough. No, don't start, Lily. No. She's just walking her dog. No. She saw somebody out there. But yeah, so I just wanted to talk about that and to think of other, you know, think of other little things around your place. Do they actually make you feel good? Whether it be a knick-knack or a picture or, I don't know, anything that's in your place of living, when you see it, look at it, or use it, does it actually make you feel good? Or does it make you have that kind of, that kind of melancholy feel? I will not have anything that I can look at just visually or use that causes me that kind of feeling in my heart. Nope, not going to do it anymore. Because a lot of things can affect us in a lot of ways. And I bet there are some of you right now that you have a picture up or something from somebody that has passed on. And I bet you, some of you, not all of you, like I said, some of you don't have this issue, but there are some of you who will look at something and you feel that kind of tug in your heart, right? Like, oh gosh, I remember when so-and-so gave that to me. Or maybe you inherited something, you know, and you look at it and like, oh my gosh, you know. I bet there are some of you that do that. Be honest. But yeah, for me, I can't do that anymore. I'm just too emotional, I guess. I'm just too emotional when it comes to people that have passed on or just aren't in my life anymore. I for whatever reason, it's really hard. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to share that with you, to think of ways to make your living surroundings totally comfortable. There are people, I remember years ago on one of my videos, I don't even remember which one it was, but there was a woman who said she keeps her pictures up of her, family or friends that have passed on, and it hurts her a lot to look at them, but she feels like she's disrespecting them if she takes them down. Yeah. I'm like, no, you're not disrespecting somebody by maybe putting something away that you don't want to look at anymore because it's associated with someone you loved or cared about. There's no disrespect in taking pictures down that cause you that little tug every time you look at it. That little tug, if you feel that in your heart when you look at something from someone who has passed or whatever, that's your heart telling you it hurts. Or that little in your stomach. That's something telling you it hurts. That's not good. That's not good to have that feeling every single day. And that's what was happening to me. Every time I looked at my mom and dad's picture and my brother and my sister, oh, that little tug was there, and I hated that feeling. I hated it. It was like, oh, there's that feeling again. Finally, my brain said, why are you doing this to yourself? Why? Put it away. And if there comes a day when you want to look at it, then you do that. Then you do that. And so, yeah, I have all my pictures in a tote. God only knows when I'll ever go through that again. I don't see myself going through it at all because, and that's why I bagged all the pictures up so that they stay safe. And when my time comes, the kids can go through it. I can't. I absolutely cannot. Even looking at dogs that I used to have, I thought of all the joy that dog brought into my life, whichever dog it was. I would look at it and go, oh, I remember this, I remember that. Of Mistletoe, a dog I used to have, of Scamper, of Whisper, of Angel and Wishes, and I had all these dogs throughout my life, and yeah, I would look at it and go, oh, that's, no. So guys, think about where you live. Think about what's around you when you look around your house. What gives you true pleasure to look at it? I mean, true pleasure in the heart, where you look at it and you go like, oh, I love that. Oh, that's, oh. And look, and think of the ones that make you go, ooh, I really miss that person. Yeah, I'm no more of that. No more of that. My mom and dad and my brother and sister and all my dogs know that I love them with all my heart. I love them with all my heart. And having stuff out that makes me think of them to where it hurts, I don't need that. And taking it away is not disrespecting anybody. Not at all. That's just who I am. Like I said, you could be the complete opposite and find total joy in looking at pictures of deceased ones or things that belonged to them. You might be one who finds nothing but joy, and that's fine, that's good. But for people like me, nah, that tug in the heart is my body saying, this doesn't make you feel good. You need to stop this. This does not make you, Lori, feel good. Me feel good. Stop it. So that's what I did. And I'm very grateful. Because I have my memories. I've got my memories of my mom and my dad and brother and sister and my kids and all that. They're always there. But when I look at the actual pictures, that hurts. Yes, it does, guys. So, yeah. This was just a little chat video to maybe think about your surroundings and what's making you feel good or what's not making you feel that great, and eliminate it. Eliminate it. Just Just look at it and go, you know what? Every time I look at this picture, it hurts. Every time I look at that knick-knack that was my mom's, it hurts. You know, or whatever. Every time I look at this from my friend that's no longer my friend, it hurts. Yeah, eliminate it. Don't be afraid. And don't feel you're disrespecting anybody, because you're not. You're absolutely not. And to me, where you live should be the most peaceful, comforting sanctuary, where you can be in there and feel like, this is my space, this is my energy, this is my peaceful surroundings. That's the way I feel. So anyway guys, you take care, and I will see you in my next video. Hope this helps some of you that maybe are dealing with that and you felt kind of guilty about putting stuff away. Don't feel guilty. You're not disrespecting a soul. Take care. See you in the next video. Bye-bye, and have a good weekend. Hi, sweetie.